All right, breaking news coming in. India's envoy to the United Nations, Syed Akbaruddin, has now warned Pakistan over raising Kashmir at the United Nations General Assembly session next week. Now, he said, let me put it this way, that it is for every country to determine its trajectory of how it wants to approach global platforms. There may be some who stoop low. Our response to them is we soar high. They may stoop low, but we will soar high. Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan has vowed to raise the Kashmir issue at the UN General Assembly session in New York on September 27th. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi too is scheduled to speak on the very same day. So that's the latest that we are getting in, that India's envoy to the United Nations has now warned Pakistan against raising Kashmir at the United Nations General Assembly session next week. So that's the session that's coming up next week, where both Prime Minister Modi and Pakistan Prime Minister will be addressing the UNGA.
You are aware of the huge event that is going to be held in Houston, but I will only focus on the multilateral aspects and the aspects relating to New York. So the first element of Prime Minister's engagement at the UN will be the Climate Action Summit.
All right, my colleague Geeta Mohan is joining us on the phone line for more details on this. Geeta, India sending out a very clear message that Pakistan may stoop to any low that they want to by trying to internationalize the Kashmir issue, but India will be taking the high ground. What message does this send out to the global community ahead of the UNGA address next week?
Well, a very important statement that Syed Akbaruddin made in his interaction was not just the fact that India will soar high, and India is soaring high with all that it has done, be it the solar plants at the United Nations building, or for that matter, Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaking at various forums, which include the Climate Summit and the UNGA. Having said that, he has also said that Pakistan has been known in the past to mainstream terrorism, and now it is mainstreaming hate speech. All that he's calling Imran Khan's speech is that it would only be a mere hate speech. That's a very significant statement coming in from Syed Akbaruddin, India's envoy to the United Nations.
Right, Geeta, thank you so much for joining us with those details over there. India now taking the high ground and saying that Pakistan may stoop to any low that it wants to, but India will only soar higher.